Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for the original Season 2, Episode 5, Red Door. I'm your host, Dom, broadcasting live from Omikins' house.
Hey.
How's it going, Omi?
Good.
How did I get here?
A train?
Maybe. I don't know.
Choo-choo.
I didn't bring my train whistle. It's loud at your house.
It is loud.
There's like kids out there yelling and
Yeah, well.
whatever. I'll just have to compel them to shut up. So what'd you think of this episode?
A lot of nothing happened.
A lot of nothing happened, but a lot of action. There's actually very little character development this episode. It was mainly all action.
Mm-hmm.
So, like that. A lot of action. No character development.
Yeah.
So, Nina Dobrev crossed over to the originals now. She played Tatya, which is her fifth character she's portrayed now in this universe. First being Elena, then Catherine, then actually Silas in the season 4 finale. At the graduation, she played Silas there. Amara, and now Tatya. So, what did you think of her portrayal of Tatya?
Her accent was alright.
Yeah?
It was okay. But, I mean, the character was kind of just...
I mean, there's only so much they could do with the same character, with the same doppelganger, the same actress could only do, in so many different roles.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I gotta give her credit for what she's been doing. The fact that she's able to play 5 different characters. How many people really have that opportunity to work for one show and say they gotta play 5 characters?
I was going to say, well, lots of people have 5 different characters, but you said one show,
Yeah.
so I got it.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't have a lot of time to develop these, and they're not, completely contrasting. They have to be connected in some fashion because they are all related. So I have to give her credit for it. The main thing I didn't like, and it's not on her fault, it's the writing of the story. It's just Nina is once again involved in another love triangle, this time between Klaus and Elijah.
Yeah.
But apparently her bond with Klaus couldn't have been so good, because even the mother thought that she was going to end up with Elijah. Esther.
Yeah, Esther. I don't know, Klaus he's likable, but he's not as likable as Elijah.
I guess, but Elijah seemed very different this episode. In the flashbacks anyway.
Well, I mean, he was just turned vampire, so he's probably kind of confuddled a little bit.
He wasn't his composed, relaxed self that we know him as now, and we actually, while he was held under captive by his mother, she revealed what really had happened with Tatya. Do you think these are his actual memories, or is she falsifying these?
We really can't know for sure. It is possible that she changed his memories somehow, because she has the capability of doing that.
I mean, later on we see her putting Elijah to sleep, and she's controlling his dreams and trying to break him that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's completely possible that she falsified these as well.
Yes.
But if not, this whole thing with Tatya kind of explains why Elijah is so composed now and so calm and collected. He's very calculating because he doesn't want to make the same mistake again. It could be something that very subtly changed him. Even though he doesn't remember it, it's still part of him. And deep down inside, he knows it, even if his consciousness doesn't know it.
Yeah.
But do you think we're going to see him break? Do you think his mother's going to get him to break?
No, I think Klaus is going to swoop in. Or even, Cole might do something, which is actually, I'm hoping he does something.
It's completely within the realm of possibilities. We saw Cole not betray his mother this episode, but he still went against her. When he was told to either stop the spell that Davina was working on, which was the unbinding spell to the vampire bloodline that's linked to Klaus. Davina was trying to separate that. So Cole ended up stopping that, and he was told if he couldn't stop the spell, he had to end her life.
And he didn't want to do that.
No. He's grown too fond of her.
Yep. Which is cute. Because you can see that the relationship between Davina and Cole is actually making Cole make different choices that he wouldn't have made back in the day.
Yeah. But then he even goes one step further and helps Davina to unbind the magic of the white oak stake, like temporary disabling it, because it's too powerful to completely disable.
Yeah. But, I mean, they probably could have did it if Michael didn't go out there and try to rip their faces off.
Yeah. That whole thing was crazy. We had Michael taking Cammy as a hostage. I thought Cammy was done for. I thought she was going to be a vampire.
Oh, God. No.
I was waiting for it.
No, that's horrible.
I was waiting for it. Like, she's like the human. She's like the only human we're attached to right now. The only one that we care anything for, and to snatch her out from under us. It's going to happen at some point. It is.
It's kind of like they're reflecting the way that they're using Matt in the Vampire Diaries.
I was just going to say, she's basically the Matt of the Vampire Diaries.
Hey.
So, yeah. But Klaus almost died there.
Yeah, that was close.
Were you worried at all?
No.
Why
The
not?
show is called The Originals. There's still a whole, half and a bit of the season left. They can't get rid of Klaus so quickly.
Well, it's not only that, but everyone on the Vampire Diaries is linked to Klaus's bloodline, so
Exactly.
killing him, would have really stopped the story arc in the Vampire Diaries just completely out of the blue.
Yep.
So, I wasn't exactly worried.
Well, if they wanted to blow up 2 series, that's how to do it.
That is how to do it. Just kill Klaus in the originals, and that ends both shows. No, there wouldn't be any explanation. We'd see in the next episode of the Vampire Diaries, they'd just be like sitting at the restaurant or something, like talking, and then they'd just fall over and die. And we'd be like, oh.
Oh, wow, okay, perfect.
Guess that's done. Yeah, that would be horrible.
It'd be the worst way to end a series.
It would.
Oh, goodness.
I want to see it now.
Of course you would.
Yeah, she would. We gotta get Chrissy into these. She would totally love it.
Would she?
No.
No.
She would hate every second of it.
Oh, yeah.
But Michael pretty much had the upper hand. And if it wasn't for Davina, Cole, Cammy, she even stepped up. Marcel, Haley, yeah. If it wasn't for all of them, yeah, then I think Klaus would have lost.
Yep, he had his, basically family.
Yeah. Well, even Klaus said he retreated for the first time that he'd ever seen. Michael's not known for running away.
No.
So, it's kind of a big deal. He knew he was outnumbered. He knew he was overpowered. So, he's got to collect himself, regroup, and come up with plan B. I mean, he still has the white oak... Rewind that. He still has the white oak stake. And he has Papa Tunde's blade still, right?
No, he threw it at Cammy and Klaus caught it. So
Yes.
Klaus has it again.
Excellent. So that's going to come into play at some point. They're probably going to get Davina to empower it or turn it into another weapon that can kill an original or something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
but
interesting.
having multiple of those weapons around is not going to be good.
Well, I mean, that's why they got rid of all the other oak stakes.
Yeah.
That's why there's only one left.
Yeah. And this one, witch magic can't even unbind right now, so Esther's probably the only one that can do it, and even that.
Is that why she wants it?
Does she want it?
Yeah, she wanted Cole to get it for her.
She might want to do some kind of magic to maybe like something to actually kill Klaus. I don't know.
Yeah, she might have to use the white oak stake to do what she wants to do to get him out of that body.
Oh no, well yeah, for Elijah. She wants Elijah out of the body and put him into those. So I don't know if she could just transfer the mind until she kills the body. Like, we haven't seen her.
No.
I mean, we've seen her jump, but she's already in the middle of the spell, and that's not her body to begin with. We don't know how it works for an original to jump. The only two originals we've seen came back from the other side.
That's true.
So we don't know exactly how that spell is going to work, and it might require the white oak dagger to kill them. Or the white oak stake.
Mm-hmm.
The daggers, where are those? I don't even...
Klaus has some.
Does he?
Yeah, I think he sent one with Rebecca as well.
Okay.
Because there's two.
There's only two left? I think one was destroyed in the Vampire Diaries. Season 3, I think it was.
Wasn't there one for
4.
Each of his siblings?
There was at one point.
Yeah. Maybe there's only like 2 or 3 left.
I don't know.
Have to go back and I'd have to watch all of the Vampire Diaries and go back and watch the originals, because I know at one point Rebecca was daggered and so was Elijah.
Yeah. The thing that kind of got me this episode was that Tatia's blood was what was used to weaken Klaus.
Just to suppress his werewolf side.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, weakened him. That was part of the spell that the mother used before. But when they show Klaus, was it not this episode, but the week before in the flashback with wearing the amulet?
Mm-hmm.
He was a young child, so I don't know how that blood...
I think the amulet was up to the point where Klaus he was holding the amulet after getting into a fight with Michael, and the events with Tatia was after that, because...
Yeah, but wasn't that the same necklace?
Yeah.
But isn't the blood what made him weak?
No, not weak. It just suppressed his werewolf so that he...
No, it weakened him so he couldn't kill anyone. That was the point of that. That's what made him
that was the point of the necklace, yeah. But the whole doppelganger thing was to make sure the werewolf side of him didn't come out so he wouldn't change every full moon.
Huh.
That's why when they did the ritual in the Vampire Diaries, they needed doppelganger blood to unbreak it.
Okay. This whole doppelganger thing. I thought we were done with it.
Yeah, I know.
And now we're exploring the original doppelganger. I'm not upset by that because it's kind of cool, but I was really hoping the doppelganger story was done.
It's a little confusing.
Yeah. I mean, if she still has some of Tatia's blood left, she could probably still work that spell. If not, Elena's the only living doppelganger. Elena and Stefan are the only 2 living doppelgangers. They said it.
Are they even considered doppelgangers anymore since none of the other ones exist?
Yeah, technically they are, because they're the doppelgangers of Silas and Amara, or Tatia, I guess.
I thought the mystical properties of their blood disappeared when every other doppelganger was completely gone.
No, that's what empowered it. Remember, the Travelers killed off the Stefan doppelganger, so Stefan would have been the last doppelganger to allow the spell to work.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried to block out that season. What was that, season 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to block it out, but I do remember that much because I remember the other one was an EMT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That season was crazy. I didn't like it.
No, it was boring.
Mm. So what do you think Michael's going to be up to?
Well, he's definitely gonna do the exact same thing that he's been trying to do, is kill Klaus. I mean, he doesn't exactly think things through to a point. He's probably gonna bull rush into every situation.
See, I think that's what we expect him to do at that point, so I don't think that's what he's gonna do at all. I think he's gonna actually seek out Esther, and he's gonna align with her.
Does he know that Esther's around?
No, but he knows that Cole's around.
Does he? Does he know that Caleb is Cole? Or...
I'm assuming.
I don't think he does.
No?
I think the only people who know that Cole is Cole now is... Well, obviously it's Finn and Esther. But Davina found out and Klaus found out. Which means...
That's my phone.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
Fail!
You can keep talking, I can hear you.
I know. It's just, it's obvious, like, once, Davina found out and Klaus found out, Cammy found out, obviously Haley's gonna find out, now Marcel's gonna know, and then once they get Elijah back, Elijah's gonna know.
Mm.
But I don't think Michael knows. I don't think he knows Esther, Finn, or Cole are back. He's just focusing on Klaus and Elijah. Mostly Klaus.
I think he's going to find out very soon, though.
Oh, of course he is. I think he's going to be pissed.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be really pissed.
As pissed as his cat is?
I think she's just disgruntled. Poor kitty.
Angry, grumpy cat's got nothing on this cat.
Mm-mm. Oh, I like how Marcel and Haley, they all came to Klaus's aid, which was something that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
I thought it was like Cammy was going to do something to Michael, and I was like waiting for it and going to be surprised and stuff.
Yeah. I like your new look.
Hi. Come on, Joe.
We can't see you at all. It's
no,
just,
I know.
It's just big fur ball. Yeah. So.
Go on.
Yeah, the group of them banding together is like this big group of misfits.
Kind of.
I can't wait to see if something develops out of this. Like if was it Klaus, Haley, Cammy, Davina, Marcel, and Cole.
Oh my god.
So if the six of them pull together, I don't think there's anything that can stop them. They all, I mean, I'd say they need a werewolf, but they have Klaus, they have Haley, they have two hybrids on the team already. I mean, bringing a werewolf probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Oliver's probably hanging around somewhere.
But I still want to see the original werewolf. I want to learn about that. I want that whole story.
Yeah, the flashbacks of that would be very interesting. I'd like to see who they get to play Klaus's dad.
Yeah.
That'd be odd.
Get Klaus's real dad, but even before that, because we know werewolves existed before the Mikealson family,
That's true.
If that werewolf is even still alive. But I don't know, I guess we'll find out. At some point, they gotta. This is the originals. They just exploited the original doppelganger, so the original werewolf has got to be coming at some point. Probably not this season, though. I'm gonna say maybe season 3.
They might address it near the end of season 2.
It's possible, because they got to leave something else to tell.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't seen the original witch, right?
No.
Or was that what's her name? Ketsia? Is Ketsia the original witch?
I don't know. I mean, unless she sold her soul to the devil at that point, I think it's just potential and genes. If you decide to work it, it's there.
Designer jeans?
Levi?
Lee.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really mind not having too much plot. I mean, we actually sat down last night and we watched it together, and we just kind of looked at each other after it was done, and we're just like, not a whole lot happened.
No?
But it was a good episode.
It was a decent episode, for sure.
So, I enjoyed it.
I mean, there was different aspects of it that were quite enjoyable to see. Definitely. I mean, we didn't see anything of Gia or Josh or any of that background stuff going on.
The werewolves, we didn't see any of them.
No. It was just the main characters doing what they gotta do.
Yep.
Which is actually a nice pace change from what they've been doing.
Yeah, because usually we get caught up in a lot of like this love story, this drama thing that's going on, but this time we had a lot of just action and some brutal scenes. Like, we didn't even talk about Klaus and the camping scene. I don't even know why that went off. My phone is on silent.
The camping scene, yeah, that was entertaining. I mean, at first I was like, are they all dead?
Or
and then
it was a Halloween party or something.
Yeah, they had a bonfire going, and Michael had them all compelled to go after Klaus, and Klaus just either ripped them all to shreds or, kicked their heads off or decided to eat a little.
Just a little.
Like all of them.
He definitely killed one. One clearly had its neck snapped.
One was clearly killed on screen.
Yeah. So, I don't know, anything else you want to add about this episode while the kids outside are yelling?
One of the very last scenes, the one with Elijah when he's dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
That shows his real intentions and real feelings that he has for Haley, which we were actually kind of questioning at one point because they seem to be really drifting.
Yeah.
So we know how Elijah feels about Haley, so now we just need to know how Haley feels about Elijah.
Right, and I think I even turned to you and I was like, oh, it's about time, and then
it was like, oh, he's dreaming.
I
And
was
we're
like,
both
oh.
like, we just wanted to get so mad.
Yeah. It's upsetting.
If there was things to throw, I would have threw them.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, next week, the episode is called Wheel Inside the Wheel.
How's that work?
Well, you get a wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put a smaller wheel inside the bigger wheel.
And then a hamster inside that wheel?
Got it.
Okay.
You knew exactly where I was going with that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. A family built on secrets and lies. Fed up with her antics, Klaus becomes agitated and demands that Esther release Elijah, whom she has captured. However, Esther reveals a few dark secrets from Klaus's past in an attempt to make an offer he can't refuse. Meanwhile, Oliver ends up in a dangerous situation, prompting Haley to reconnect with Jackson, who has been living a new life out in the bayou. Elsewhere, Cammy, who still believes baby Hope's death was her fault, teams up with Marcel and Gia after she becomes suspicious of her faculty advisor, Vincent.
Oh, cool.
And lastly, in a surprise turn of events, Klaus comes face to face with a visitor from his past.
A visitor.
Mm-hmm. Visitor.
Catherine?
Catherine's dead.
No, she's not.
No?
No, she's definitely not dead.
I don't know.
No.
There's been no mention of her.
Why would there be?
Because she's dead.
They want to surprise us.
She was dragged to hell.
It's like, she's not even wrapped with a bow.
Catherine wouldn't make sense to come back on this show.
Why not?
If it was Tatya, maybe. Maybe Tatya will come back. Maybe the mother will pull Tatya out somehow.
No, she can't, though. I mean...
They could do whatever they want.
The other side is done.
There's got to be other ways to do it.
I don't know.
Maybe Tatya is trapped in a snapshot image of 1994. May 10th, 1994.
But...
Wrong show.
Yeah.
That would be the Vampire Diaries.
I really don't know. That's a visitor from his past. Maybe it's somebody he hasn't met.
Or maybe it is somebody he has met. Maybe it's his father.
I was just gonna say, maybe it's his daddy.
Maybe it's his real dad.
Yeah, his real dad. Well, I mean, Michael is his dad, but we already seen him. He's not a visitor anymore.
Birth father.
His birth father.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting.
It would.
Oh, yeah.
Even though we just said that we don't expect that till next season,
Mm-hmm.
it would be interesting to see now.
Well, I mean, we can see him now, and then the story can be explained later.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that about does it. You have anything else
No.
you'd like to add? No?
No?
Not at all. All right. Well, that wraps it up. Omi, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
You remember how to spell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can find me down below at Phenomenon. This way. PHENOMEDOM. Phenomenon. You can also find us and others on Twitter, Facebook, Gmail, G+. Sorry, something caught in my throat.
Hope you and Cleo have that cough.
I know.
It's weird.
It's really weird. And right here on YouTube, /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Catch us here later tonight, 7:30 Eastern, for Gotham.
Sleepy Hollow. Gotham's at 10:30.
Sleepy Hollow? Oh yeah, Sleepy Hollow. Gotham's at 10:30. You're right. I don't even know our own schedule. Everything's all messed up. We're going to California this week, and we're doing some shows early, so we can have the rest of the week off and enjoy. So we got shows for you later tonight, and then we will see you guys again Monday. Till then.
Ciao.
Catch you guys later. I just hear like a basketball outside.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch this back and listen to the basketball.
We're banging our heads against the desk without actually visually doing it.